Welcome to the Sunday News at 10. I'm Doug Petcash. Driving down I-84, it's hard to miss Amazon's giant fulfillment center in Nampa. But that warehouse and several others across the country are in some hot water. Amazon is being fined for failing to keep workers safe. Last week, OSHA issued citations and fines at 3 Amazon warehouses. News Channel 7's Abby Davis joins us now. And Abby, OSHA started its investigation into Nampa's warehouse back in August.
And Doug, a few months after that, in December, OSHA issued Nampa's warehouse a citation for alleged record-keeping violations. But this most recent citation, which is part of the same investigation, sheds some light on working conditions.
So if you guys just want to retackle all this.
Amazon warehouse workers, new and old, agree it's a demanding job.
You're doing a physical job. It makes sense that there's going to be physical injuries.
My back was just on fire.
In some cases, that demanding work creates some serious problems. On January 31st, OSHA gave Nampa's Amazon Fulfillment Center a citation saying the company created an unsafe work environment. Former warehouse employee Trevor Buffy isn't surprised by the citation. He says poor working conditions played a big role in him leaving.
Even if you're hurting or your back's aching or whatever the case is, there wasn't a lot that you could really do.
OSHA also issued citations for Amazon warehouses in Aurora, Colorado and Castleton, New York. At all of the locations, OSHA says Amazon exposed workers to a high risk of back injuries and other musculoskeletal disorders. Nampa's most recent citation says warehouse workers face immense pressure to meet pace of work and production quotas at the risk of getting injured. That's according to a letter sent from the U.S. Department of Labor. The letter also claims there's evidence that injuries may not have been reported because Amazon's on-site first aid clinic doesn't have enough staff. Amazon declined an on-camera interview with KTVB, but did send a statement about the situation, saying, quote, "We don't believe the government's allegations reflect the reality of safety at our sites." Amazon says they're always working to improve the design of workstations, such as providing height-adjustable tables to ensure employees can work at a height that's comfortable and safe. Amazon says that helps reduce the need for bending and reaching. Amazon goes on to say they redesigned conveyors so they bring items closer to workers, reducing the need to reach across wide conveyors. Current warehouse worker Kitchener Ginther says he doesn't think workers take advantage of the resources available.
I hardly see anybody ever stretching when I go to work, and the managers try to do their best, but it's just not something that happens.
Buffy believes Amazon's working conditions may take a while to solve.
They're really going to have to dig deep on and kind of probably go back to the drawing board and kind of redraw up how they do this whole situation with the warehouse to begin with.
Amazon was fined nearly $47,000 for all 3 violations. A spokesperson said Amazon intends to appeal the citations and says they've reduced injury rates in the U.S. nearly 15% between 2019 and 2021. Ginther says starting mid-February, Amazon is requiring Nampa warehouse employees to participate in a mandatory stretch class. He says hopefully that cuts down on some of these injuries.
Abby, thank you very much for updating that situation for sure.